All right, welcome to Refrigerator Diaries. Hashtag what's your RD? Keeping the people engaged, informed. I am here with co-host Chris Connections, and we got one good one this week. Let him know, Chris.
Yeah, we do. See, now this place, it gave me really my first cocktail.
Right?
Yeah. Like, I didn't know about craft cocktails till I went here.
Everybody said they can do one too, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Go walk up in the bar, be like, yo, craft cocktail, hit you with that 10 spot, you drink it, and you look at him with the boo-boo face.
You like,
Not here, though.
At all.
Right.
At all.
we got one, and somebody who's near and dear to my heart. A lot of people, they see me on the streets, they see me walking by, they be like, oh, yeah, I know him or I know Godwin, but this motherfucker actually knows me, right? I can say that. It's my podcast.
I was like, dang.
We got Garrett here with Detroit City Distillery.
Hey, folks. How's everyone doing today?
Yo. Let's get a golf clap for the entrance. You guys don't know, but he's walking in here right now with a couple of drinks. And if you guys are watching the podcast, then you can see I'm just fabricating that. And he's sitting here. He's been sitting here the whole time. We got some great dumplings from Nepal. That's what the sign said. We haven't had a chance to eat them. But we're going to go into some cool stuff. For those of you that may not know, we are doing something that has never been done this year at Yum Village, or I think in Yum Village's history, right?
At all.
Yeah. We're doing a bar takeover. We're going to have Yum Village behind the bar, right?
Yeah, we're going to have food and drinks.
And the drinks, right? And
so get ready to try
excited.
that.
Yeah.
And you got to try the Yum Village drinks, so make sure you come.
Right. Yum Village drinks, Yum Village food in collaboration with Detroit City Distillery. And this is cool. We got a chance to be really creative. We got a chance to pull some drinks out. And you guys really kind of had us feeling like celebrities. We showed up to the Stroh's facility?
Yep, Stroh's facility, the old Stroh's facility right up there off Gratiot. It's the old Stroh's ice cream factory facility. So
They still making ice cream in there?
they do not make ice cream. We make something a lot better, and that would be lots of spirits. So you got your bourbon, your rye, your vodka, and your gin over there. So
Oh, wow. Okay.
the whiskey factory now. But
Hey, and you should really see the place, though. It's beautiful. So if you want an event, you got to go there and check it out, too.
You guys do have an
Photography,
event space,
everything.
right?
yeah, the very top floor, super amazing event space. Be it a party for corporate jobs, small, primarily weddings. We do tons of weddings. So really beautiful spot. Highly recommended. Yep.
Very rustic.
Yeah, that was rustic, right? When we were doing
Rustic
it-
meets elegant.
Rustic meets elegant. So we're walking around, right? We're doing a tour, and I don't want to give you guys the time because I still want you guys to think I go to church on Sundays, right? So you're laying out. We got all these drinks getting set up for us in this amazing room. It looks like something straight from before I was born, and then there are people taking pictures while we're talking. We're having like a full on drink business meeting, and people are taking pictures. And then Jamie, right? She goes,
Correct. Yep.
"This is one of the most photographed places in the city of Detroit."
Yeah, for special engagements and it's a very nice, very old kind of like prohibition style. Like you slide the door open, lots of engagement pictures, etc. Amazing once you decorate it up. Hence, again, like the rustic meets elegance. One of the best spots. Little old loading dock. Once that freight elevator comes up to that actual second spot. So.
Okay.
No, definitely. And if you guys really want to know what it looks like, tag Chris Connections on the gram. He'll have pictures after this podcast so you can see what the hell we're talking about.
Yeah.
Right? Yo, so we're having some drinks, right? You guys got a lot of spirits. You guys do like the whiskey, you do the gin,
Yep.
you do the bourbon, and this is the type of friend that Garrett is, right? We're having a business plan meeting, and then in his book bag,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
he let us know that he has all the promo materials
On hand.
on hand, right? The things that we need to take in to make sure that we're putting out the right energy.
Yeah, it's a great project. I mean, it's amazing that you guys like working with us. We're so excited for tomorrow. What we want to do, and when I saw your guys' cocktail menu, I looked at it and I was just like, this is absolutely amazing. Took it to the team over there at Detroit City Distillery, and they're like, wow, everyone is so excited for tomorrow. But I think it's a very important aspect to go ahead and kind of describe the actual, the liquors that you will be using.
Yeah, I mean, you got some good ones.
All of them are amazing. Yeah, I mean, the Peacemaker Gin, 100% great, 100% Michigan pine trees from, like you got Christmas trees that our owner planted when he was young, like out of, like right outside of Lansing. All right. Our Butcher's Cut Bourbon, award-winning best youngest bourbon in the country. In 2016, gold medal. You got our rye, amazing rye, 97% Michigan homegrown rye, 3% toasted barley, amazing. So, for you guys to be able to like work with that whole, like homegrown Michigan spirit, and then bring your actual food from Yum Village to us, we are so excited. It's gonna be amazing. So.
We're excited too, right? And like the thing about Detroit too, right? Chase had a consumers report that they did around 2015, 2016. They had something around 15 million transactions recorded and accounted for use in this data analysis. And something they found about Detroit was that 37%, I'm pretty sure it's probably even more, of this city purchases based off the fact that it's Detroit related, right?
Yeah.
We're always talking about why are there so many Detroit name companies? It's because people buy Detroit name stuff.
Right.
So it's definitely something that's near and dear. And what's even better and what I love so much about Detroit City Distillery is, in addition to taking on that Detroit namesake, you guys actually do have some relevancy with the products that you're serving. That Butcher's Cut bourbon, I believe the founder's father is on the bottle.
Grandfather, yeah.
Grandfather's on the
John
bottle.
Paul Jerome, we call him JP.
JP.
yeah.
That's what's up, JP.
Yeah, JP.
Shout out from the grave.
Yeah, literally his grandfather was a butcher and a bootlegger, in Eastern Market.
Okay.
So that tasting facility that you guys actually checked out, that you guys are actually going to be featuring tomorrow, is it's an old Eastern Market butcher house.
Yeah.
Okay. And so we distill it. So it just made sense. All the pieces fell together with to actually have like a distillery, with the prohibition aspect, along with being in an old like butcher's house.
Oh, cool.
So,
and so like, when I think Butcher's Cut, I think like prime cuts of meat, like when you come in, I go to the Eastern Market, I'm like, yo, let me get that Butcher's Cut Choice Prime, right?
Right, exactly.
That's where the name came from?
It's Choice Prime bourbon.
Choice Prime bourbon,
Yep.
young.
And then
Choice Prime young.
Yeah, it's actually, and during Prohibition, like when he was actually making like a whiskey barrel, had a little accident with his thumb, so it was a Butcher's Cut.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
I see what you did there.
Exactly.
that.
Oh yeah.
That's how you say it, right?
Exactly. Yep. Butcher's Cut bourbon. Yep.
All right, cool. Butcher's Cut bourbon. So, we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna break down a little bit more about what's happening on tomorrow, and then we're also, had a couple of drinks. These things are strong, and then we're also gonna talk about all the cool things that are gonna be happening even after we do our pop up at DCD. When we come back on Refrigerator Diaries. Sweet. I like that.
Could you talk about the specialty ones that they make for various charities and how they host things for like DPS and that stuff? Or is that not something they want?
Yeah, those are like rare release ones that they. Yeah.
Hey Chris, so you're gonna lead the first half, right, of those questions, and like we was having a script, right, I'll come in on those second halves, right?
So I already asked them how many liquors do they have, so I'm gonna skip that one. And I'm gonna just go on to. We talked about the facilities.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that. If you come in with the atmosphere, what inspired you to get in the liquor, and what type of background you have, those are solid.
Okay. So atmosphere, inspired the liquor, background. And I'm gonna mention how you guys sell your liquors in stores,
Yeah.
your tasting room,
Yeah.
great gifts. And then I'm gonna try to plug our sauces in at that point.
Cool.
Yeah.
You play the sauces.
We also have our sauces and spices for Christmas too, if you need that.
then
Yeah, whatever you guys want me to say to promote you guys too, like let me know.
yeah, you,
Going
Yeah.
smooth
Well,
so far.
can we bring our sauces to the tasting room?
yeah, we can.
Okay.
I'm sure you guys can work it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for this, what's your favorite drink? I'm gonna do the other stuff like the awkward story, excellent story, what you eat at home, and then after that, then I'm gonna cut back to you on that. What's your favorite drink?
So we'll finish it up with what's your favorite drink?
Depending on the time, right? What's your favorite drink? Then so good food, yeah. So what's your favorite drink? Then we'll probably like end with a couple like, yo, what do you think about the industry kind of stuff? But I think that's pretty solid so far. Yeah. So when we come back on, right, I'm the only like if there's a dry spot, I will jump, but I
That's
don't.
fine.
Yeah, I think you should be able to just remember if it's 2 seconds of dead time, it's an hour.
I already. So we're gonna hit this. I'm gonna basically ask you about the atmosphere of it. That's when I talk about the stuff that we're selling, this and that.
Gotcha.
And then I will go into the background that you have, and what inspired you to get into liquor.
Gotcha.
All right. And then that's when
You
you
got it
see
right
here-
there, so I can just like is it on there?
What's in those?
I'm a reader. If I can read it, boom, I'm golden.
Those are like general questions, so don't
Like quinoa.
jump to the order too
Okay.
tight.
Okay. So basically, like the questions you're gonna ask me.
Yeah.
What's my favorite drink?
What's
Why is
in
it-
that?
What's that?
That's pork.
Oh, okay.
I
We're,
don't-
gonna, we're probably going to finish up with the.
No, you're good.
What's your
I'm not
favorite
gonna
drink?
use any of the sauce.
Gotcha.
We'll
So
probably finish
dip
with
away.
that.
Cool. Gotcha. With, finish up with what's your favorite drink, but you're gonna start off with like what's my background or
Come home.
Yeah. 'Cause he's going to ask you
Are they the
about
same
your most
sauces?
awkward food story,
Oh, they got
your
that. All right,
most,
I'm good.
oh yeah.
your favorite food story, and then we'll go back to me with the what's your favorite drink.
Gotcha.
And all three of us will answer, and then we'll probably wrap up around right there.
Gotcha.
Little
Yep.
carrot.
It's gonna be
On the spot.
it's gonna be on the spot, right? We're gonna
All
try.
right.
We're gonna
Just
try.
wing it. I got a freestyle answer.
Yep, we're
Yeah,
shooting
2
for
seconds.
17 minutes on this next recording cycle. Now, how much time did that last one go?
You know, I didn't get a chance to look.
Okay,
Maybe a little over 12.
all right.
Yeah.
Yep. So 17 will put us at 30. So I'm gonna get my timer on.
You guys are funny. I'm sitting here like laughing.
Oh.
Trying to be quiet. Like, oh no.
Try not to laugh at my favorite food story. That's a
I will not.
That's a
laugh.
spoiler
I'm
alert.
not gonna laugh.
All right.
We are back on in 5, 4, 3, 2.
All right, we are back. Hashtag what's your RD? Welcome back to Refrigerated Diaries. I think I forgot to do this, right? But on the ones and twos, we got L and
Yes.
yo.
I am LN.
Shout out.
Shout out. You know.
Shout out, yeah.
I'm not interesting. Oh,
You are.
all
You
right,
are.
Okay, if you insist, you know.
And then I'm Godwin. So check it out, right? We at the restaurant. We ran out of menus last week. Put the order in. I didn't know I had to hit submit to approve the designs, right? And so I appreciate that, because they were like, yeah, we waiting on you to accept the designs. You're just not going to print it without you accepting it. I'm like, fair. That makes sense. I'm glad y'all do that, right? And so I went to go pick up the menus today, and they just had the most delicious, fresh packed snow along their excellently trimmed bushes. And when I was a district manager at Target, I used to start snowball fights just for fun with different customers as they walking around. Eventually I had to stop that because they pulled me aside, right? And so
Yeah.
I'm over here just making a line of snowballs, right? Just waiting. And then I turn over and everybody in this office is looking at me through their window. Like, what are you doing at 9 o'clock in the morning making snowball rolls? And so I put them all down. I went inside, and then as they all started laughing at me, I was just like, I'm just here to pick up menus, you know. So yo, back to it, right? We got an amazing thing going on tomorrow. We're gonna be doing a bar takeover. If you want to taste some of these delicious drinks we got, Yum Village Stranger, was that a name we went with?
Stranger in the Village.
Stranger in the Village. That sounds like I want that, and I want to take it home, or after drinking it, I get taken home, right? You know, one of those. Yeah. So we're going to talk about all of this cool stuff we're doing and more with DCD right now.
Oh, yeah. So,
How's it going,
just
folks?
to kind of start off, though, I am curious, though. Can you explain kind of the atmosphere of your restaurant? Like, how does it feel when you walk in there?
Atmosphere of the restaurant, what I really like about Detroit City Distillery is you walk in, it's a place to relax, it's a place to chill, it's a place to go ahead and just meet anyone. I actually had like an epiphany, like light bulb went off, just like traveling on trains and stuff.
Yeah.
When you sit in like an airport bar, or you sit in like you're sitting on a train, you can go into Detroit City Distillery, and it's the heart of the market, the Eastern Market.
It
you know,
is.
You meet people from all walks of life. You can go ahead and sit there and just relax, and you just meet. Super friendly service, nothing pretentious. You know, you want something simplistic. If you don't know what's going on when you look at the cocktail menu, like our bartenders, I think, are one of the best, most friendly in the city. They'll explain it to you. All right, you don't get snubbed. You don't do anything like that. It's just an amazing place to sit and relax. I like the fact it's nice and dark. It's kind of speakeasy style. There's no windows. You can just go sit and relax. If you want one cocktail, you can even you'll have a tasting. Ask your bartender what's with its spirit, and everyone is engaged, and they all understand the actual product that we make, and they're passionate about it, because it is a very, very amazing product that we actually do make, all from Michigan, all distilled in Detroit. You know, nothing's outsourced. Just a very, very cool atmosphere. You never know what you're going to get when you walk in a Detroit City Distillery, but it's always positive. With a pop-up food, of course, tomorrow is going to be one of the most amazing pop-up foods.
One of the best.
One of the best.
Make sure you come.
Exactly. Of
But
course.
but that's one of the things that I really love about that place. It's just that it is so easy to kind of sit back and almost just tune out that you were just at work all day and just have a great drink.
It is, yes.
And another great thing is that everybody's able to purchase your drinks too.
Mm-hmm.
So all the drinks, you said it's how many, 5 of them?
Of the actual spirits? Yeah.
That's for sale.
That's for sale, yeah. You can come in, you can get a bottle of bourbon, you can get a bottle of rye, you can get a variety of gins, you can get a bottle of vodka. And in doing so, what you can do is go in, you ask questions about it, taste it, sample it, taste it in a cocktail. Anyone on staff can go ahead and just with passion, because it is a great product, go ahead and tell you. And just say, yeah, this is what you can do with it. Go ahead, have a cocktail with it, and then you can go home, especially with the holidays coming up. Very, very great, experience, yeah. Have a cocktail, bring a bottle home if you'd like. If not, just go in, have a sample. Just feel comfortable, feel that you're part of the actual spirit of the actual city. You're in Eastern Market, and you're actually sipping on a Michigan 100% distilled and actual, made product from the Eastern Market. So.
And you could meet some great people while you're there, too.
Absolutely, yeah.
I know some of the best conversations I had at bars was there.
Yeah.
I had a friend that used to work there way back. I think it was back before you guys had the Strohs.
Right.
So, man. But the liquors are great for gifts. Christmas is coming up, so make sure you guys
get that holiday
purchase this. Yeah. And then also come down to Young Village, because we have our spices, marinades, our dry rubs, all for sale, $8.
Soap
each.
for sale.
Soap. So just make sure you guys come out to the stores for that.
And I'm not lying, folks. Actually looking at their cocktail menu, I'm not going to spoil it. I want you to be surprised. It looks amazing. You guys will have a really good time. Pairs very, very well with their food.
Yeah, you got to try them all. You got to try them all.
Yeah.
So what made you get into alcohol?
Whew. Loaded question.
Loaded.
It's so easy to ask.
What made you get into music? There's always. It's not necessarily alcohol or anything like that, or spirits. It's service industry. It's connecting with people. At a very young age, one of my favorite Christmas parties to go to would be my aunt and uncle's Christmas party where I would be like the only kid there. And they would have a jazz band, like piano, etc. And I was just in awe of actually like watching people enjoy themselves. That's what I've always liked.
You like the holidays? You're a holiday person?
Not necessarily holidays. It's more of like festivities, like just like people having a time, bringing them together, and kind of being responsible for that.
That's dope.
Yeah. So I've always had like an ADHD, like who's happy, who's not, who's this, how can I solve the problem?
A facilitator of good times.
A facilitator celebration. Yeah, there you go.
I like that.
So I've always been,
Facilitator
you know,
celebration.
I went to Wayne State. I did get a business degree in, business degree, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, minor in international marketing.
Okay.
Got a job right out of college, human resources. I liked it a lot for a tech company. I chose the human resources aspect because I like taking care of people, and then just decided to leave it because I had really a huge drive for hospitality.
Okay.
Just making, and bartender around the city for after I left human resources. Almost, I think I'm going on 9 years. I've been bartending around the city.
Okay.
But it was a blessing to actually have. When I heard that Detroit City Distillery was opening, I wasn't an employee. I was a customer from day one. Just sitting, like the fact that there was a amazing product from Michigan distilled in Eastern Market, customer from day one. 3 years ago, sorry, I've been with the company almost 3 years. I was sitting there and at a huge festival, Eastern Market After Dark. For you local Detroiters, you know exactly what that is.
Yeah.
Bar manager said, "Garrett, get off your stool and get back behind here and help us." And I've been employed with him ever since. So, yeah. So that's how I actually
That's
got into it.
crazy.
And it's been awesome. I never worked with like an actual distillery before.
Okay.
I've always been a history buff. Always been kind of like a nerd when it comes to like looking up stuff. Just like like you guys with food and everything like that. You want to know like the history behind everything, and to see the quality and actually like taste it and say like this is from Detroit, like it was amazing. So that's actually how I got where I'm at. So
That's what's up. So it sounds to me like it was like a midsummer's eve. The morning dew formed in the fresh cut blades of grass. Someone told you, get off that stool and come pour some drinks. And you was like, let's get it.
let's do it. Yeah.
I'm with it.
And it all leads to this moment.
It
Young
all
Village
leads to this moment.
in Detroit City Distillery.
Yeah, the collaboration to end all collaborations here. So this is Refrigerator Diaries, behind the food, hashtag, let us know what's going on.
Yeah.
We love to hear about that stuff, man. Why don't you tell us about it? I'm going to put you on the spot here, right? We usually ask for your most awkward food experience or your most excellent food experience, You don't have to give us two, just give us one. Check the newsletter for the other one.
Let's go. I could give you. So you want one of the most awkward and one of the most like best?
Let's hear it. Run it.
You got them ready.
Yeah, if you got them, let's go.
I mean, it's just like I knew him. Like, yeah, I didn't even know I was going to ask this question. But, most awkward.
We
and
did send a question there.
I'm doing awkward / amazing. As I was in San Francisco, and one of my buddies from high school actually was out there working in a sushi restaurant.
Okay.
And he played a joke on me. We went out there. This was, I'd say, like 10 years ago.
Okay.
His name was Aaron, and he.
No restaurant names.
Yeah.
All right.
But no, yeah, he went out there and we were having this amazing like sushi dinner. He had all the chefs because he actually worked there, but it was his day off, so he came in and brought me in. And there was a centerpiece, all right, at the table. Beautiful, like almost like a fish tank, all right, and it had like crabs, like a bunch of fish walking around. And then he spoke in Japanese to our server.
This type of centerpiece was at each table?
Yeah, it was at each table.
Okay.
Where's this place at?
What's that? San Francisco.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
So what he did is he said he spoke in Japanese, and he actually had like server come over, and this big steaming pot comes like sitting at the table. And then what happens is the server took two elongated like metal chopsticks, took the crab out, and put it in the steaming and cooked it right in front of us. So I ate my centerpiece.
Oh, wow.
So that was probably like the
I
most
like that,
awkward.
though.
Yeah, it was like the most awkward / awesome. I mean, it tasted good,
Yeah. Right.
I like that though.
Yeah.
I know, yeah. I'm glad you didn't have no kids at the table, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, there weren't kids. It was San Francisco, so it was late night, around like 10 or 11 at night. So
Thanksgiving.
I
Yeah.
can't wait till I have kids. I'm gonna let them know, like we eat things. Like
Oh,
That's
yeah.
how it happens.
But just
Mine's about to
do
know.
not bring your kids to a late night sushi restaurant in San Francisco because you might be eating the centerpiece what they're playing with and saying hi to. So
I must have got other things.
Hey, sometimes you gotta get those life lessons early, right? You
Yeah.
know, it's gotta come. All right, so you got an awkward and an excellent combined at the same time.
exactly, yeah.
I like that. You guys want to make sure you check out the refrigerator picture when we post that in the newsletter. Why don't you tell us what's in there right now?
It's funny you asked that. I just got back from Chicago, and I actually came back. And if you know, when you go to Chicago, especially when you're going around, bumping around restaurants, it'll put a hole in your wallet. So I opened my refrigerator last night when I got home at about 1:30. I'm like, what can I make for? So I've got oxtail stew left over from my parents that they actually made in a crock pot.
Okay.
I've got
oxtail stew. Shit.
I've got
I was not expecting the oxtail at all.
I've got miso soup. I've got
Okay.
eggs. I'm not going to tell you what the sauces are because there's too many. I've got the packet of ketchup, mustard, Kikkoman soy sauce.
Kick 'em on.
Yep. And what else was in? A little bit of ginger, strawberries, and 2 Golden Delicious apples because I do that NutriBullet thing in the morning to
Okay.
just get like a little bit of refreshment. That is what's in my fridge. In the freezer, 2 ice cube trays that are not full of water, so it's pointless. And a pack of salmon fillets. So
Okay. Nice. You know what? I too am a fan of pointless things.
yeah,
It makes me happy. So you're gonna catch us here tomorrow. We're gonna be pushing this, and then the goal isn't just to do this one off. You know, eventually you're gonna be able to come and see us up at DCD at a more relatively frequent basis. And somewhat of a series, right?
yeah, sure, absolutely, yeah.
That's the goal.
Stay in touch, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, and so when we come there tomorrow, just make sure you still come to DCD and patronize, right? You know, get in there, buy the spirits, promote the business, and be a part of it. And honestly, you know, a little secret about Yum Village, right? When Yum Village was in its infancy, Yum Village wasn't even a restaurant. It was just a pop-up company. We're going around, popping up all over the city, doing these little 5-course dinners. And during this particular year, it was like the sophomore year of the village. It was right after I quit Quicken Loans and never looked back, except for when I started missing those paychecks. But, you know, right when you first leave a job, you know, they can't tell you nothing. I feel like I'm Superman. Like, I walked out of that beast and, you know, I had the S on my chest. So I was definitely ready to go. Detroit City Distillery was the only distillery and just alcohol provider at the time that was willing to work with a young cat like me and actually ended up being a big-time sponsor. They provided the spirit booze facilitation for our event, for the entire event. We had over 765 people at Shed 5 in Eastern Market. We were actually one of the first groups to ever do a large-scale event in Eastern Market Shed 5 after it was built and finished construction. Literally, as soon as construction was built, they had a short list. We know people. We got on that list, had a huge event, and DCD was right there with us every step of the way. So full circle coming back now. It really means a lot to be able to just keep that spirit of collaboration going with someone that was there from the very beginning of our roots. You know, no time for tears though. Yep. So, I guess that being said, before we wrap up, a couple things.
What's your favorite drink, man?
Yeah.
You told us a lot about drinks.
I would say,
What you drinking when you come up in there?
Yeah.
like what I would say, like drinking's like the mood you're in. Okay, so I'm a musician. Like I play like not professionally. My favorite drink, honestly, if I'm just relaxing, it's going to be a very, very nice spirit, just neat by itself. All right. When you go out with friends, I prefer old
That's what I like.
fashions. Yeah,
See, that's what I like.
Yeah.
I usually just
Sip
drink
on it,
straight
yeah.
the spirit.
exactly.
No ice.
Exactly. Yeah. So you sit there, you taste it, you taste the quality of it. That's my favorite drink.
No filter.
I always do home, like when it comes to drinks, the big three. You got your home drink, you've got your social drink with friends, and then you've got your go-to when you're at like an actual party. I like to go light to when you're at your actual party. When you're with your friends, kind of indulge a little bit in like the actual cocktail realm, like an old fashioned. When you're at home, sip it neat, put on some music, boom. So whiskey for sure.
Okay.
Is probably like my primary like favorite. So sipping whiskey neat, drinking old fashioned, or just getting something funky. I like just like bartenders, almost like chefs, just like you guys. You know, like when you go to a chef and like, hey Godwin, what should I have? All right, and you just go boom, you want this. So when you're out at like a bar, tell your bartender like whiskey based, it's in your hands. That's one of my favorite drinks because it creates like a connectivity and like a fun spirit with like you as the customer and you as the person. You're putting your trust into both each other, and you're just like, I trust you. Go ahead.
I'm with you. Whenever I go and order a drink with a new bartender, I do those very same things, right?
Yeah.
I walk up in there, I look at the selection, I kind of make a little small talk just to see what type of person they are, and then I'd be like, yo, dealer's choice, right? And like I do a couple things, right? You know, if I've never interacted with them before, I usually order 2 drinks to see if I'm going to get a discount or not. You know, typically, if I get that second drink for free, that means I'm going to tip the price of the drink plus the total, right? That's how I was taught to do it. For all you guys listening, you see me coming into a bar, that's what I'm expecting, right?
I'm going to say that's what I did downstairs. I have no idea what these are, but they're great because I said, go ahead and pick them. I got to go upstairs.
Yeah, dealer's choice, right? You know, what you drink, Chris?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah. What do you guys like? Like,
Yeah,
I'm usually a straight person myself.
right.
So if it's like, if I'm
Ellen,
just
we're
trying
coming to you. Get ready.
have a good time, or if I'm just like, you know, get up and let me just go grab something real quick, I'm probably going to go with a good vodka.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I usually like.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I don't know, I think it's the first thing I drank.
Like a nice,
So I
smooth,
just
like
always go back
gilded
to
age
it.
vodka.
Yup.
Yeah, there we go.
But yeah, it's like the first thing I got into, so
Right.
I kind of like just go back to that, and then other than that, it's either a whiskey or a gin, because roommates in college.
You know it.
All right. You know, I want to put a drum roll on for this, Ellen. I'm excited to hear what you drink at home.
Well, I'm still young and broke, so a lot of $2.99 Winking Owl wine from Aldi,
That's what's up, though.
cheap Ham's beer, and like rot gut alcohol. So
Hams.
Yeah.
I like hams. There's nothing wrong with
I've
hams.
yet to mature my
Hams.
taste. It's just
Right.
whatever gets the brain to shut up for a bit. You know.
Hams,
I
black
remember back in
label.
the day.
When
Yeah.
you-
Black Label, I love.
There you go.
I used to walk in and say, "Hey, we about to go ham." Are
Yeah.
you down?
Do you listen to that track when you? I would drink ham and listen to ham, and it was like I felt like I was accomplishing life every time.
Hey, for real. It's like wearing a black and yellow shirt when Wiz Khalifa came
I
on.
know.
He
It
was
was
like,
life is
yes.
complete. Right? I'm winning. Yo, so we're gonna be at the Detroit City Distillery tomorrow, serving up amazing drinks, having a good time. And if you want to see our smiling faces, you'll be there. Outside of that, you can come to Detroit City Distillery to buy drinks. They do amazing things on Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays. Anytime you walk up in there, there's always a tasting within reason, right? You want to taste the vodka, they're going to pour you a glass. Now, really, probably like 1 ounce sip. You just need to taste it. Definition of a taste, look it up. But if you want more than that, you put the dollars down, right? So definitely a good experience. We're going to come by. We're going to be up in there. We're going to be getting it done, right? So, and if you guys want to know what I drink, ask me in person or check on the
This guy here, man.
check on the newsletter. I will say one thing though, right?
Yeah.
I drink Cremant because champagne, same thing, only difference, location, and I believe in the future it will be just as big as champagne. Much like what we're doing here with all of our businesses and especially Young Village. I think that eventually Young Village is going to be like Google, just like how I think Cremant is going to be like champagne. And everyone's going to be eating it or using it or doing something with it. And it also tastes magnificently great, right? Learn more about it.
I
You can-
agree. Yeah.
yeah, right? It's good. You go up to a different place at the Monarch Club, charge you about $17 for a glass of Cremant, which, 2 years ago, you could probably get that for like 10, right? So it's definitely starting to get noticed. And much like the 3-point age of basketball, which I called 5 to 10 years ago, and this is documented and proven. I got records to show it. I'm calling this as well. So we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks so much for being on here with us.
I would like to thank you guys too. For those of you listening, it is going to be amazing. I'm not just saying that to promote. I am promoting it. The menu, the drinks, what these guys have done. Godwin, Chris, it's going to be amazing. So definitely come out. Don't miss it for sure.
Yep. All right. # what's your ID? We'll see you next week.